Davey, we'll go to you for question of the day, sir.
Okay, so we've seen a lot of movies in our time, but which villain are you secretly rooting for the most?
Okay. Well, there's a show that I like to watch on Amazon, and I'm waiting for this next season to come out. I don't know if it's going to... I think they're doing a spin-off, actually, which is called The Boys. We put you onto this show, right?
I love that show. Yes. It's such a good show.
Yeah. And so, to be honest, he's a real piece of garbage.
Yeah, he is.
Real piece of garbage.
Yeah.
But Homelander, I feel for him in some ways, not in all ways. Very terrible human being.
He trips up on his own ego.
And he kills people, and he's a pretty awful guy.
I mean, that's...
However... He grew up as a kid. He was put in a situation that he didn't want to be in, and he has to be perfect all the time, which is like, in some sort of a way, we can kind of relate to having to be perfect all the time.
All the time.
You know, it's just like there's this pressure on you doing what we do to not be on camera being an asshole. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I swear, Davey, I was in a store the other day, and I'm just standing in line, minding my own business, and literally somebody comes up to me and puts a camera in my face and says, "What does Pete Melfi think of this?"
I know, yeah.
And you have to like go into character because you can't say, "Hey, dick, get that phone out of my face. I didn't ask to be on camera. What are you doing?"
Until it gets too much, and then you're getting put into a corner.
Right,
but yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's why Homelander kills people.
Right, yeah. And I wished I had laser eyes at that point.
Right.
No, but it's just like... yeah, so I can understand Homelander's frustration sometimes of having to be perfect. You can't always be perfect, but we try. You know, you try to be a good person all the time, regardless.
Well,
you know,
just be a good person.
Sometimes you're just in a bad mood, and you don't want to have to put on the happy act.
So this is why my late partner honestly was amazing at this because he used to manage the conch house. So everybody who knows Brian knows how he was. But he would go like Publix is a special for this. They'll be like, "Oh wow, peanut butter ice cream. Do you like this?" And then he'd be like, "Ma'am, I deal with the public all day. So like, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna shut up and just mind my business right now. But I'm just gonna get up and I used to love that because it was like, wow, he would have the guts to tell people to shut up nicely.
Yeah. Well, good for him.
I know, right?
What about you, Clay? Any villain?
Well, I'm watching Game of Thrones. Is pretty much the only thing I'm watching now. So
okay. So who are you?
I feel like everyone's a villain, though.
Not Joffrey. You can't say Joffrey.
No, definitely not that.
Oh.
I mean, Khaleesi.
Oh my gosh, amazing lady.
She's the villain to everybody, but like, she's my favorite.
Is she a villain or is she a leader? I know it's a really good toss-up question. Yeah.
Well, I'm only in the beginning, so
I'm not gonna be quiet then.
Good person.
Yeah.
I'm just totally lost. I have no idea
who
you
would
or
love
what you guys. I wouldn't love any of them. I wouldn't love any of them.
Dragons. Oh, come on.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't at all because I don't like movies with dragons.
You
fairies.
Wouldn't have you wouldn't have a pet dragon if you could have a pet dragon. You wouldn't have one.
They're not real.
But if you say they were,
I don't like to pretend that not real things are real. I just don't.
Worst neighborhood kid to play with. Boom.
Yeah, for sure. I was. We're not superheroes, guys.
So real.
You don't have real powers.
Pete, you're too real.
That's what they've always said. Yep, Pete, you're too real.
I'm going to go with the Joker. Just because after seeing Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal in that movie, you kind of felt bad for him. You empathized with him because he was such a reject from society. Oh, yeah. And it was like, oh man, I just felt horrible like how society treated him. And then one day he snaps. And you know, it's just like, and then you're like, yeah, go get him.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that answer.
No, me neither.